And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that's going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants will get it now at the 20. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, here we go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. The fullback comes through with a big play there. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Prescott now on 2nd down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. The give is to Elliott, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
2nd down, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKinney. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. 3-19. Gone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. David Irving getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Back to throw. He's going to air one out. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. What a move. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, 46.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to the best player, right? Find the matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Credit to Lewis.
One thing to keep in mind, partners, in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Over the middle to Beckham. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch it now, Barney. Six-man. Check girls. Over.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Up and over. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Let's go. Let's finish now. There you go.
A second down throw for Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Prescott to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is fielded at the 7. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, this is something you may have to deal with when you give the keys to the offense to a rookie quarterback. Now 2 first-half interception.
And you do expect it. But I think this deep into the season, you're expecting that to improve and not see it quite so often, or definitely not in this case. So when he goes to the sidelines and the head coach puts his arm around him, he might not be talking to him in nice tones.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Gun. Here's Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney! Switch!
Back to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's probably something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A give to Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
This is Elliott. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. throwing. Prescott being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Oh, fighting off the defender. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, loses in on them, and that allows you better.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott from the gun. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force... Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Returnable here from the 38.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Elliott. And a short gain down to about the 33. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Over! Hot!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to wind up in there, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it, and this time it results in an interception.
Here's Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Ford. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run with Elliott. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They go to Elliott again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. Gets past one man. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now a play fake here on 1st down to Barkley on the check down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They're going to look to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A second down throw for Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most out. Athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On the counter, Elliott. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So that one will be accepted. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Prescott now from the 50. Forced out to his left. Muscles him off. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Green 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Detroit! Gun!
They go play action here on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Go 47.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Hey, 47.
Again, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Over.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Over.
Back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cowboys, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.